So, good afternoon. We're on the beginning of March. So, we're on March the 3rd today. And just a quick update on Mental Health Motorbike. Again, been a very productive week. We have just celebrated another 30 mental health first aiders being trained. So, that takes the total now to roughly about 275, 76 people trained. So we're exceptionally pleased about that because what it's doing is creating a very strong national network of people all over England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales. We feel very, very pleased and very proud of what's been achieved here. Again, a special thank you to Karen for just managing that process. It's not an easy job. There's a lot of admin involved behind the scenes. And a massive thanks to Chris, who's been a very good trainer, very efficient. Just is working with a new course now, so he's getting absolutely fabulous feedback. So that's always good to see. And what else has been happening? We've been going through the process of finding some regional coordinators. So their role really is to work with the senior team to just take a lead in certain regions across the country and take the pressure off us a little bit. We're all sort of quite stretched at the moment. So the purpose of a regional coordinator is to, sort of look at what's happening local to them, do some fundraising, build a small team, work with the first aiders in that region, and get out to the cafes and clubs. Let's get some more first aiders in their region trained. And we had 4 really good interviews this week. Really sort of the calibre of people coming forward is absolutely exceptional. So we're very excited. We're going to just add so much more to the team, and we're going to avoid people having to wait to get involved with us. It's always a problem. It's how you prioritise things. And volunteers are very central to what we're doing. So this year and next year we're going to get much more on top of our volunteer programme. But it's also about looking at the big problem with any volunteering is how we look after volunteers. The last thing we want with our charity is for people to be in a worse place than when they started with us. And we know that might have happened in the past because we push people take on too much. And it's something around our governance that we're hoping to address a little bit more effectively. How do we look after you if you're giving your time to us? So it's a big issue for any organisation to deal with, and so we are focusing on that, and that's why things take a little bit longer. What else has been happening? Oh, goodness gracious. We've got a proposal in with the British Superbikes. We're just trying to make it so that we can afford to do these events. It's really tricky because we want as much of our money to go back to the sort of end user, and then when we're having to sort of spend on accommodation and transport and food for events for volunteers to attend, it's a big decision. Which do we prioritise? Subsidising training, looking after volunteers, crisis fund stuff, or paying for volunteers to attend events? So it's always a fine balance that we're working with. So hopefully the British Superbikes will step in and give us a bit of finance, a bit of fundraising to help that process run a little bit smoother. So I've been working with Karen on that one. Again, thanks Karen. We also did our first mental health first aider induction evening. Karen and I ran that evening, and quite a few of the people that participated, I think there was probably about 13, 14 participants, and most of them have contacted us and want to get involved with us. So again, it's that, how do we manage the roles? How do we get people into the roles? How do we induct them? So it's our big challenge this year is growing our volunteer base. So thanks to everybody else that's been around, consistently. We've got a core team of members. There's too many of you to name, but you know who you are, and your support with us is so vital. I cannot tell you, I probably don't say thank you enough, but let me, believe me, you are fully appreciated for the investment of your time and work. So keep going, keep working. Watch out for social media. Jade is getting active on social media, so she's working our Instagram account a little bit more efficiently. So watch out for content coming out. It's going to be better than my attempt at it. So yeah, so have a great week, everybody. If you're out on your bikes, just if you've had a bit of a break, just make sure that you're stretched and you're not going to sort of pull in muscles and things. And just, yeah, the roads are still a little bit slippery. I think they've actually forecast snow for next week. So just watch out for any sort of low temperatures. But yeah, stay safe and enjoy being out on your bikes. Have a great week, and thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.